Hello everyone, this is Crota coming at you, giving you game 1 in a series. Game 1 taking place here on Nomad Isle. It will be between Czech and Cash. Czech spawning as the red Night Elf. I believe it's Czech and Cash. Czech there. Yeah, Cash over here spawning under the name Tiger. I believe it is Czech and Cash. If it's not Czech and Cash, well, you guys can take a look at the title, as I will double check the names as I begin. Now, this is going to be a Night Elf against Orc matchup, speeding things up into the 4 times speed. As things get underway, you can take a look. Ultra of Storms will most likely be training up a Blademaster up against a Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter, yes, down over here. It is going to be your classic agility battle once more, as the Ancient of War nearing completion on that Archer. And now we are going to be looking at an Ancient of War creep attempting to take down this Null Overseer, Null Warden, and Null Poacher. Pretty standard play so far. Meanwhile, Blademaster has opted to go for an earlier Voodoo Lounge, which means he's going to be going for heavier harass. More items on that Blademaster, and most likely will be picking up, wow, using a speed scroll right off the start of the game in order to get to where his opponent is. Now, that is rather questionable. It does end up getting that Blademaster there slightly faster, but is it really going to make that big of a difference? Blademaster now down over here. We'll see if whether or not this was a legitimate use of funds, so to speak. 7 seconds in order to gain. Oh, is he going to get an advantage there? Yes, one Wisp already down, as he is now attempting to go down after a more Wisp here. You can quickly see that a Clarity Potion was used right there. Blademaster has a pretty easy time right now so far. He might be able to take down another Wisp here in just a moment. He has to be rather careful. Is he going to be able to take it down? There's one, there's two, there's, oh, nope, there is the heal once more. Beautifully done again, as the Blademaster has to be very, very careful. All right, 1, 2, oh, 1, nope, not going to be able to do it. As you see that the Blademaster has pretty much used up all of his clarity charge on the first one. All of his mana is already gone. And now he is just really trying to force a play here. Now you can see that there is a tech to Tree of Ages, and this strategy here is rather questionable, just because of how effective this Blademaster can be. You can see that he was most likely looking to do a lot of damage to the wood economy, the lumber economy of the Night Elf, so that while he is teching the Tree of Ages, he is only harvesting with 1 to 2 less Wisp. That is going to hurt the overall lumber count. He is not going to be able to get that second Tavern Hero up nearly as fast without sacrificing some of those Ancients of Wind and his eventual tech to tier 3, as he will also be forced to train up more Wisp once he gets into tier 2. Now, Blademaster didn't use a Clarity Potion as of yet, does have Boots of Speed, and maybe going after some additional targets. Not quite sure why the Czech is not using arrows in order to disrupt the healing on that Blademaster. Finally gets taken, or takes a little bit of damage there. It looks like this Archer may fall. Yeah, one Archer does go down, and it looks like the Demon Hunter and Blademaster are both sitting at level 1. Now, with that said, I gotta give the advantage in terms of hero to Cash. Cash has not done any creeping whatsoever, and he is at the same level as Czech. However, Czech is about to get to tier 2. We'll see if he's going to be able to pull away further, as we are now looking at 23 over 40 supply. Ultra of Storms, you can see the amount of lumber, 430 compared to his opponent's 380. That is about a 40-second difference in terms of lumber. If you guys are going to go ahead and calculate, is it a 40-second? No, it's actually only, it's about a 20-second difference, or is it about a 20? I really don't know. Well, you guys had a little stop timer there. You guys can figure out how much time elapsed. Anyways, Bestiary now coming into play. You can also see an Ancient of Wonders being built offensively by Czech. Now, an offensive Ancient of Wonders, not quite sure what that's going to mean. A Naga Sea Witch has already been picked up, and you can see that one Ancient of Wind and only one Ancient of Wind being trained up here. More Wisp are being trained up as well, sitting at 134 supply. Blademaster looking to get some damage onto these units here, and I am very curious as to the number of archers Czech has gone for. I was not expecting the mass number of archers, and this may mean that Czech is just trying to pelt down any orc burrows and do it quickly. You can see double Bestiary and a Spirit Lodge. Raiders will need to be trained trained up here, and Tauren Chieftain is going to be that second hero. Back over here, Blademaster does spot the Ancient of Wonders, but he is now running further away from his base, which is not a position he really wants to be. He does not want to give his opponent more and more time, as a Grunt now going to be doing a little bit of pathing. There's the heal, and now they are going to be running back home. Tauren Chieftain has to be careful. Units now backing off here. Ancient of Wonders down to 370 hit points. Tauren Chieftain now with Endurance Aura. And this is a rather strange game. Not quite sure what to make of it, as we are now coming in for the attacks. All right, there's a detonation. One archer could... Oh, no. Staff of Preservation saves, as the archer is going to be able to stay alive just a little bit longer. All right, Grunt's now going to be falling apart, and it looks like that Grunt, or the Grunt extra damage, was enough to take down that archer there. Another archer thinking twice about trying to get too far. Blademaster now runs off over here, and there's the attack. Blademaster cold arrows onto the Blademaster. Demon Hunter now trying to back off here. Blademaster picking up some healing of his own, as this forward Ancient of Wonders is going to be a very, very sore spot. All right, Bestiary are not training any raiders as of yet. No catapults that I see. There's that first raider now coming into play at the 7-minute 20-second mark, or rather being trained about it at the 7-minute 20-second mark. Back over here, you can see more creeping going on, as the archers are using this opportunity to creep out his opponent's creep camp. However, the Blademaster does show up, and this is going to continue to cause a little bit more problems. The Demon Hunter now taking a bit of damage, and this Ancient of Wonders will just fall without really being contested. Meanwhile, the archers are now going back, and they're finding that they are still taking damage the other way. Check. Very, very unlucky with these creeps that seem to constantly be trying to go after the units. All right, it looks like the units may actually finally be going back here. Demon Hunter now in for a little bit of an engagement. Blademaster, there's that Grunt there. Grunt very low on hit points. It looks like he will be able to escape. There's the Ensnare, ensuring that the Naga Sea Witch does not land any more cold arrows, as the Blademaster runs the wrong way into the range of that Naga Sea Witch. However, Boots of Speed just enough to escape from the sure death that Naga Sea Witch was going to deal. Naga Sea Witch still not on the board with any experience. Demon Hunter has a potion of healing, claws of attack +6, but that is it. Cash's second hero has more than his opponent's. Meanwhile, the Blademaster is still sitting at level 1. Both sides almost at the 9-minute mark, still sitting at level 1, as we are now going to be coming in, and oh, this is going to be very, very painful here. All right, there's going to be a couple of easy deaths. There goes one archer there. Are we going to see any more units fall? No. Demon Hunter should have gotten to level 2. Yes, he did. That archer somehow did not fall. A bit surprised there, but then with the Staff of Preservation, if he tried to chase that unit would have been able to escape anyways, pretty much instantaneously, unless the Staff of Preservation... No, well, it was on the Naga Sea Witch, so she had both the Scroll of Town Portal and Naga Sea Witch, unfortunately. Now, Renegade Wizard going to fall right here. Gloves of Haste picked up, a very nice item for that Blademaster. Giant Wolf with Frost Armor, making it difficult to take down. Blademaster does get to level 2, does get Windwalk Strike, takes down that other rogue right there, as we are looking to go into an economic game. Cash setting up an expansion, which is normally not that common for an orc player, but I really like the timing on this expansion. It's not too early, and it really has to come down to timing. He knows that Czech right now is creeping on his side of the map. He's not going to be pushing out too far because his hero level was so low. He's going to use this opportunity, knowing that his opponent needs to creep in order to make up a lot of experience, to set up an expansion and then build an economic advantage of his own. Stronghold currently up, and we are going to be looking at how many perhaps peons will be moved over to that main base location there. Raider is only one raider. I don't know if one raider is going to be enough to finish off that Black Drake. You can see that Dark Wizard getting ensnared. That ensnared wizard is going to fall rather quickly. There it goes. Scroll of Restoration, a beautiful item if that Tauren Chieftain can finally pick it up. There it goes. Beautiful Scroll of Restoration, pretty much a potion of healing and a scroll of healing and a scroll of mana all in one, giving these Spirit Walkers, who are normally very, very vulnerable to walking around with no mana, giving them a little bit of extra hope. All right, Blademaster. Perhaps he should be getting that rejuvenation potion instead of that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain looks fine and dandy on both the health and mana front. Meanwhile, Blademaster could use a little bit more of both. Blademaster now keeping track. You can see Druids of the Talon, level 1 adept training. No real sight yet on that Blademaster as the Raiders now going to come in. There is an ensnare as we see a Druid of the Talon quickly taken down. There goes one. There goes a grunt there. There goes another Druid of the Talon. And both sides just rushing forward, trying to get in a lot of kills onto these units. Are we going to perhaps see a wall off there? No wall off there as we now are looking at a Raider who may not be able to make it out. Demon Hunter now trying to get over there. And what was that? That was actually a very ugly shockwave. Just not that great. Scroll of Restoration used there. It's Demon Hunter. It does also have a Scroll of Healing as we now see the Cyclone picking up the Blademaster and that Tauren Chieftain. All right, there they go. Both once more up in the air. Where they land, when they land, no one really knows as they are just constantly being pressured around. Blademaster has a potion of healing and a potion of invulnerability. He may not be able to make it out of there anytime soon. Meanwhile, there's the ensnare now onto that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter will be able to perhaps find that Blademaster. No, Blademaster ran off already. He needs to get away and in a hurry. There is another Cyclone. Blademaster down to 70 mana, and the timing. I'm pretty much sure that he wishes that he was up in the air just a little bit longer. Blademaster, however, able to escape right there. Perhaps if he used the potion of invulnerability, he would have enough mana to actually wind walk and escape. This is just really, really difficult. Blademaster, hashtag BMLive, as that Blademaster continuing to run for the hills. Looks like he will be able to survive, but at what cost here, as we now see the Spirit Walker going into the ethereal form to dodge the majority of the damage, except from those Druids of the Talon. Blademaster, once again, caught out of position, and this time he will go down. Cash giving checks Naga Sea Witch level 3. Demon Hunter sitting at level 3. Naga Sea Witch, not the Naga, the Goblin Tinker sitting at level 1. As we see now, Cash is just running all of his units into a single file line into his opponent. This does not make any sense whatsoever. They are just falling apart completely. Are we going to get some gold there? No gold recovered at all. You can see that the archers are attempting to take down this building down over here. Raiders now coming in off over here as well. Pillage has not been researched. You can see 200 and, there you go. There is some gold now as the Raiders are now quickly coming off over here to try and finish off some units. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. You're going to see one Moonwell down. Second Moonwell down. Are we going to perhaps see more Moonwells taken out? And this is actually a very, very difficult situation for Czech. Czech cannot afford to lose all of these Moonwells, as we're now going to see a Naga Sea Witch getting in some cold arrows. Raider trying to escape. It looks like he may be able to do exactly that. Orb of Venom, not enough damage over time to take him down, as you know, you cannot actually die by poison in Warcraft 3. You can just get extremely, extremely sick enough so that if someone hits you with a hammer on their pinky, you will fall over. All right, now back over here. Spirit Walkers, Raiders now making their way over. Tauren Chieftain looking to lead the charge and figure out what's going to happen. Apparently, the Blademaster fell asleep on the job, didn't get enough mana. And that lack of mana ended up being the death of a Blademaster in addition to a whole bunch of Cyclones. Back over here, Goblin Tinker still sitting at level 1. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 3, pushing forward. Raiders looking to do a bit of damage, but I don't believe there is a get out of jail free card anywhere. Moonwells now being constructed. Are we going to be looking at anything here? There is a couple of Druids of the Talon. Cannot go into the ethereal form. Demon Hunter now gets some extra attacks here as we see Czech just coming back over the top, able to get some huge kills on 3 Raiders. Those Raiders, however, will be up in the air for quite some time. The Raiders will be up in the air for quite some time there, as we are now considering when are they going to be landing. All right, there you go. There is a quick ensnare. Are they going to be able to escape? It looks like one will be able to escape. Spirit Link cast amongst the others. This Raider will be up in the air for quite some time still, as the Raiders very, very low on hit points. need to get away. All right. Raider down to 353 hit points. It looks like he will get taken down pretty quickly. There is some damage, but not the same as actually losing that unit. One hit from that Raider, maybe some additional splash damage, doing 34 points of damage there, but no regeneration as it is daybreak. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 3. Blademaster sitting at level 3. Going up against a Goblin Tinker who is at 1. Demon Hunter who is at 3. Naga Sea Witch who is also at 3. Both sides continuing to creep. I don't know if we have pillage as of yet. I don't see it being researched, and I don't have any indication that pillage has been researched. But then again, he isn't attacking any buildings, so very difficult to call there. A giant sea turtle gonna get taken down. You can take a look. Tiger off over here. Meanwhile, Blademaster gonna go ahead and finish off this Goblin Merchant shop at the 9 o'clock position. This Blademaster needs to back off. He needs to consider his options. You cannot clear out that location here, and in a real-time strategy, you cannot be investing all of your time trying to clear out creep camps, even though it is important, while being that far away from your opponent. Demon Hunter now making their way off to the north here. Raiders now coming in. You can see Spirit Link quickly being cast amongst a handful of units. Tauren Chieftain once more losing a little bit. And what is going on here? Did he transfer an item? I don't see where that Blademaster is. I thought he had an item in the number 1 slot. A Scroll of Healing, perhaps. Was that given to the Blademaster? Yes, it was. As we are now looking to go into a base race. Goblin Tinker ready to go. All right, peons are right here. 288, 295. We are looking at the fight now as the Raiders quickly make their way over. Are we getting pillage? No pillage. Just getting 6 per second there, and we are still continuing this fight. Oh, just finish off that Moonwell, please. Come on. One shot, one death of that Moonwell would have been enough. Meanwhile, back off to the north. Oh, there are a handful of units that did not get teleported back home. However, wow, the Orc Burrow has taken a fair bit of damage. Those Orc Burrows will end up staying alive, even though they are on fire in the worst way possible. Back over here. We're taking a look at 61 over 70. Handful of Moonwells, which could easily be taken out and prevent much of the healing. Cash is in a very curious position. His decision making right now is what's going to make or break him. If he can make the proper decision at this moment and figure out how to get ahead without losing or suffering too many casualties, he will be fine. All right, Judah the Talon quickly gonna get taken down. There goes one Moonwell. More Moonwells could get taken down here. It looks as though Moonwell after Moonwell could be destroyed. There goes another Moonwell. Another Moonwell off to the north could get taken down. Squirrel Town Portal needs to be purchased. It looks like, yes, Naga Sea Witch has purchased a Squirrel Town Portal. We will be backing off, landing most likely right there on the front door as the units are coming in to fight. Blademaster now right there. Ensnare, Potion of Invulnerability, Scroll of Healing, Shockwave hitting across a lot of the units quickly to be negated by a Scroll of Healing again. Raiders looking to continue and finish this fight. Cash is still in a bit of trouble. Naga Sea Witch now sitting at level 4. Supply count 59 over 40 as we have to see a Scroll of Restoration perfectly timed there. And we are still seeing a very big fight. All right, Demon Hunter now looking to finish off a handful of units. There is a Shockwave, not really hitting much. Raider is down to 7 hit points. I don't know how he is still alive. Check having this Rock Golem really making a big difference there. I believe the Rock Golem may be the difference between victory and defeat, as we saw a boulder hit the Blademaster, and Czech takes game number 1. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game number 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.